All right, guys, I wanted to make a quick video on thanking you guys for helping out to make us up to 16,000 subscribers. I'm actually I like to do odd numbers because everybody does 10,000, 15,000, or 20,000. I'm doing some whatever random ones here and there. And I wanted to thank you guys because, I mean, part of it's because if you didn't notice, our editing has kind of improved a bit. I've kind of found a easy, quick editing method that I'm using, and it's. I know that that's made the videos a little more watchable, because I was looking back at the old ones and I'm going, oh man, these things are terrible. But I was just doing whatever I could do, and so I've been doing the better editing, but it's also a huge part of that is because of your comments, your likes, your dislikes. That's really important, and I really appreciate you guys that do that. It's really important for the algorithm to make it. It's kind of weird how YouTube works. It's not just typically a search and find thing. If your video is really ranked terrible in their algorithm, then it doesn't get found very easily. And some funny thing is some of my terrible videos are actually ranked really high, and so nothing I can do about those. I can't go back and edit them and fix them or anything. But because there's so many comments, and maybe they're negative comments. But even real quick, the positive comments and guys like JW Classic, I appreciate you running around and replying to some of those guys and helping them out. I really appreciate anybody who's contributing that way, and making there's reply comments to guys who are asking questions, because I don't always have time at this point to reply to everyone. But because it's getting pretty crazy. And so you guys who are helping out with that, I really appreciate that. And liking or disliking the other comments, if you see something that's inappropriate, definitely dislike it. And if you see it and you think it's sort of inappropriate, so like for instance, and I have to talk about the negative stuff, okay? Because I don't want the negative comments to influence people to not try or do the things that I do, or think that they're not adequate, or that it's not going to work, or something like that. And I don't want it to discourage other people. So the reason I talk about the negative comments is because of that. I really don't care if the guy thinks that my work's crap, whatever. I honestly, I've heard it before. I've gone to shows and I've showed cars when I was doing really, really nice work, and guys will pick apart little stupid things, and I'm like, you know what? F you. Middle fingers up, and I'm walking, So it's like, I've seen it before many, many years ago when I was doing really, really nice stuff. And now I've just got to the point where, so what? Who cares? But I just don't want it to discourage other people. So if you do happen to see, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. If you happen to see a guy says, 95% of my welds don't hold. And I know that is 99.9% wrong. So, okay, that's not an that's a comment that's going to get me to come back and, hit him pretty hard. And if the guy doesn't remove the comment or doesn't, then I will remove it, because I don't want someone to read that stuff and get discouraged and think, oh, well, there must be some validity to this. And there's absolutely no validity to that comment. Are my welds pretty? No, not all the time. I'm getting better with this Harbor Freight titanium inverter welder. It's a lot easier on the sheet metal to get good penetration and make the weld not look too bad, and they're a little easier to grind. So I've noticed that so far, and I haven't used it for that long. But the thing is when I see something like that, it's totally inappropriate, because it has no validity. There's no, that's not true. I know because I've been doing this since my whole life. I know what welds are going to hold. I know what welds won't. And I know what a good looking weld is. And mine don't always look good, but man, I tell you one thing, they hold. There's no doubt in my mind that they're going to hold. So when somebody reads that, I don't want them to think that, that I'll put something together that I wouldn't drive myself. If I sell a car, I build it the same way as if I'm going to own it and keep it. And so, which isn't cherry. I'm not going to do cherry. I'm not going to do perfect, but I'm going to do nice. Nice. When this bus is done, this is going to be super nice. Okay, this is going to be like, it'll sit next to show cars, and people will go, "Wow, is that a show car?" Like when I drive my 11 window bus to the show, the camper, I get stopped at Octo, and they're like, "No, we want you in the front row. That's a really nice bus." So, do I need to be the best? No, I like to be, good. I like to do a nice job. I like to look at stuff and appreciate what it is. But on inner panels and stuff like that, stuff that nobody ever sees, floors, I'm looking maybe a 6 out of 10. I'm good with that. I'm not looking for perfect behind the door panel. That's dumb. That's just a waste of your time. Completely a waste of time. Done that before. Wasted years of my life. Wish I could have those back. Can't. It's too late. Once you do it, you're done. You lose those years. They're gone. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate your help, and you guys are contributing to the channel. You guys are part of it. You guys are as much a part of it as me. It's a partnership between my watchers and my helpers, the guys who comment and like those comments and dislike the other comments and stuff like that. It's a partnership between us, and I really appreciate that you guys are contributing, and you guys are a big part of it. All right, I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.